Hello, my YouTube fans. So, as you might have seen by now, I uploaded a video late this morning that I actually recorded early this morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Aldo, one of my subscribers, had asked me to show him an Alekhine game or try to play Alekhine against the computer chess master, and of course I was very sleepy, and took a little while. But upon uploading it and playing it back on YouTube, I noticed that the resolution on the upload wasn't as good as the resolution on the actual file playback on my computer. So it was hard to read. So the reason why I have this screen up, I'm going to, just for the fun of it, since Aldo was asking me about Alekhine games, I pulled up the database again and looked for Alekhine games. Chessmaster has a small number of Alekhine games versus a few others, but nevertheless, the reason why this is still on the screen and I'm sort of dragging it along here is because I want to make sure this is like a test video to see if the resolution uploads any better. I had changed the resolution on the OBS software, the what do you call it, broadcast software, in order to see if I can get it to coax it to YouTube to upload a better resolution so you can actually read the small print, hopefully. So this is a test. So I got these games up here, and I noticed, like I said, when I played it back on YouTube, I couldn't really read what was on the screen in front of me. I can read it now that I'm recording this. It's very sharp. It is kind of small though. So when it uploads, apparently YouTube degrades it a little bit. But in the broadcast software, there's a setting where you can downgrade the video in order to save memory or whatever, so the video doesn't become so jittery or what have you, in order to make a smaller upload file, that sort of thing. So it was only downgraded one level. It was like something, what is it, 12? Well, anyway, it's at its maximum now, so to the resolution of the screen, like 1280, whatever. So all right, so enough of why can't I think of this word? Stalling is the word I'm looking for. I'm stalling to keep the screen on to see if, because sometimes when you're watching a YouTube video, it automatically sharpens itself while you're watching it. So I'm doing this deliberately to give it more time. Okay, so I'm just going to pick another game at random to satisfy the curiosity of Aldo about the Alekhine games. Let's try Fine. Alekhine versus Fine, and I just picked it at random, and I can read this if I can get the floaters out of my eyes. Fine described it as his best game I ever lost. So he lost against Alekhine, but it was his best game. Held out until move 28 when a choice between two knights moves arose. Later analysis showed that the one would have won, the other, which I picked, lost. Okay, so here it is. Let's go ahead and watch the game. Alright, so I know that also from my upload that I had this sort of in the way of my camera face, so we'll move that up a bit. Or I could even put it up. You know what? Let me move this up to here. This way we can see it, and I can lower this down again. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this game. You know what? Before I do that, let's try a different board. Chess set. Let's go with the wooden board. Let's go with the old wooden board. Let me see what that looks like. Alright, well, I don't like the color of the background, but let's try this is all, of course, I'm deliberately stalling and changing sets. I wanted to see how this video comes out, to see if there's a my computer is a basic video card and everything. It's not the fancy gaming computer like a lot of you youngins have. so they might cause problems using the 3D and everything. So I'm just oh, that's the wrong one. Let's try the classic wood. That's all right. That's good enough. All right. Well, so we'll go with this one. And before we start, I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to tilt it a little bit more. Yep. It's so hard to just get right. Okay. That's good. And we'll just raise it just a hair. And squeeze this just a hair. And now we can see the entire board. Stretch that a little bit. Okay, good enough. So, okay, so I'm just wanting to see, I'm seeing it as a very sharp, very sharp, albeit tiny font, but I'm seeing it very sharp in my recording. I'm hoping that the playback of the recording will be just as sharp, and then once I upload this, which will be within the next half hour, I'm hoping that when I play it back on YouTube, it is at least close to being sharper than it was on the earlier upload. So here we go. Let's go ahead and play it. So this is an Alekhine is white, and Fine, Robert, I think his first name is black. And it looks like an opening that I don't even know what the name of it is, but it looks like an opening that I've used. Yeah, I've done that, and I've done that too. Sometimes I take the night. So it looks like I play like Alekhine sometimes. Well, that's a good thing. Okay. I've done that. And I'm thinking, yeah, okay. I usually move the A pawn, but that's okay. I think maybe from now on I'm going to do that. I don't like blocking in the knight. I see the Alekhine. Yeah, okay, so that's the trick. I'm going to have to play like that more often. I'm going to go ahead and move the C pawn next time and shift my knight over to the other side of the board. I think I'll start playing like that. I don't know what the name of that opening is, though. I don't see it on the bottom of the screen or anything either. Okay. I'm going to scroll this down a bit. If I can. There we go. You can actually see the rest of the moves. Now, I also have, of course, the chess base with over a million, millions of games. It's like 3 million, almost 4 million games. And I did a search before I did this video, and there is a much longer list of Alekhine games, stretching beyond the dates this one stretches. It goes into the 1930s, maybe even 40. So I can also do that, and that board, of course, is much bigger, easier to see, and the font that I chose, you can actually change the font. It's much larger, and you've seen that board on some of my previous videos from the past year, how it's a lot more readable, But a lot of people like this Chessmaster. First of all, I used it for the Academy, of course. So, and Aldo had asked me to find the Alekhine game and asked me to see if he could play a computer game against Alekhine. And if you've seen my most recent video, I actually had a character. There was actually a character in Chessmaster Alekhine, which essentially is basically the opening book, repertoire of Alekhine, plugged into the Chessmaster chess engine. So, as I joked in the comments on the video, Chessmaster was basically playing with himself. Okay, so the game is over, and again, this really is a test of resolution. I'm hoping that this uploads good. I hope you enjoyed this game. This is Alekhine versus Fine 19. I forgot the date. Well, any case, play it back and to the beginning of the screen. You'll see the date on it. So, thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Again, this is of course a continuation of not just my chess videos and trying to find some good content for everybody to appreciate. It's also the continuation of my subscribe-a-thon. I am still trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by February 20th, but actually I'm trying to surpass that. So I am up. The last time I checked, just about a half hour ago, I was up to 933 subscribers. So I want to thank, of course, all the new subscribers for getting me that high so far. And I do look to find out who the new subscriber is. Sometimes I don't see the notification, and what I'll do is I'll check the email and scroll through the latest notifications in the email, and I noticed the one, because it was 9:32 yesterday, and then it was 9:33 later yesterday, and I didn't see the notification, the specific notification, until I scrolled through the email and I found the person who subscribed to me. So I immediately clicked on the person and subscribed back, just for the sake of keeping my promise. Again, I don't know if any of them slipped through. I have the suspicion that that some of you who subscribed to me recently had slipped through the notifications. So if that happened and you're still waiting, maybe give me a, and you're hoping that I subscribed to you and I didn't, perhaps comment in one of my videos or something like that, and I'll be able to see that and I'll subscribe to you. So thank you again, and thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Alright, now we're going to find a way to stop the recording. Okay, stop the recording.